What's going on? And welcome back to Poolside Chat. We have some more Ultimate Pool coming for you. This actually, I think, was my third night. Well, my first night got all messed up with editing. I don't want to talk about it. But we got week number 3. We're going to be playing John, who's been on the channel a couple different times, so you might recognize him. So let's just dive right into it. And here we go. Gonna be lagging for the first rack. So yeah, I had some issues on my very first Ultimate because I didn't think about it. But all you got to do is just screen record the iPad or the tablet that is showing the score. So much easier. Saves me so much time. Then all I got to do is just edit the names because I don't like to have the first and last names. And on top of that, I kind of want to make it bigger so it's easier to see, the name and the up score or the up rating, however you want to say it. But yeah, so John won the flip, which means he gets to break. It is alternate break, which is kind of nice. But very different game. Very different game. 8 ball on the, got some luck on that. I actually made a couple balls. But yeah, 8 on the spot. You're not putting the head ball on the spot. So the whole rack shifts forward, which is very different break, but it does help with spreading the table out. Now, to combat any soft breaks or some other ways you might mess with it. Oh, if I remember correct, let me back up here. If I remember correct, very first shot, John gets down. I didn't even see it. Nobody saw it, but he was honest. His bridge arm came down and his forearm touched the 3 ball, and it is all ball foul. He could have easily just kept on shooting. I don't think anyone, not even his own team, would have noticed. But you know what? John's a commendable person, an honorable man, calls his own fouls, as you should, for goodness sake. So, all ball foul, ball in hand. But anyway, like I was saying on the break, yeah, it is 8 ball on the break. Kind of nice just because it does allow the table to kind of spread a little bit easier. But just to combat any options of soft breaking or, whatever may be, different ways to break, they do have a 3-point rule. So if you draw an imaginary line between the 2 side pockets, between there and up to the kitchen, you have to have 3 balls cross that line or get potted. So, a little bit different. I had a really good run there until that shot right there. I ended up moving the 9 ball to kind of block the 8. Actually, I'm taking a little time out here to extension, I think, to wait on a gentleman. Didn't need to be extension, need to pause the time, but whatever. So I was trying to actually get back up table to even have a shot, and look at that. Safety. Accidental safety. So yeah, it's every 40 points of handicap difference is 1 game. So the lower handicap starts at 0. The higher handicap goes into the negatives, which means Todd is a -1, meaning I got to win 1 game just to break even. And then from there, I'll move into the positives. And it does make a difference getting above positive simply because, oh, did I get behind it? A little love off the 12. And it's slop 8 ball, so you don't really have to call it, especially when you do something stupid and almost make it in the side. But yeah, so the way the scoring works, once you get above 0, whatever points you get, which is per rack essentially, whatever points you get above 0, your team gets as a point. If you guys ended tied, 2-2, 3-3, 4-4, whatever, then both teams get those points and that's it. Whoever wins, so if you win by 1 rack or 10, that the winner gets their rack points plus an additional 5 points. And when you're thinking in the terms of a session and whatnot, an initial 5 points per match could be pretty huge. So you don't want to tie, and that's why You'll see some people if you're up by one and the time's starting to get clear or get close, unless you've got a real easy run out, you'll see people just slow play and clock manage big time. And you know what? I don't blame them. It's the way the game is played. It's not a race to 3. It's not a race to 5. It's not a 3-5, like APA or whatever. It's how many racks can you get? And now, yes, you do want to get more racks because winning 1-0 means your team got 6 points, the opponent got 0. But if you win 5-6 or 5-4, well, now you get those 5 plus 5. Now you got 10 points. So every rack can help in the long run. You're not limited like some of the other leagues out there. So completely different format, really cool. I'm not gonna lie, man, I really enjoy this league. Just a different format. And I think pool needs that. I think amateur pool truly needs that in America. Everybody knows APA. God dang. I mean, fired that thing like it owed me money. Woo. I must have been a real wide bank that I had to throw some low, and I don't even know if it was low inside or what, but man, did I launch that thing. All right. 0-0. And dry break. So you do officially start the clock as soon as you crack the rack, but then as soon as all balls stop, you reset that 30-second timer for be it you or your opponent comes up to shoot. So it's kind of nice, for people that do use a break queue. If you're using one queue, you get a little extra time, but I use a separate break queue because I play with a soft tip. I'm not going to be breaking with that thing. So it gives you those few extra seconds, crack the rack, and immediately just turn, go grab your cue. You'll probably hear or maybe have an opponent or have your teammate tell you if you dropped a ball. They might say you dropped solid or a stripe, whatever. If you dry break, well, then whatever. Just a way to kind of speed it up, because when the league operator was asking for feedback and whatnot, one of the first things I said was, if you watch Pro Pool, not necessarily Ultimate, but you watch any other pro league format that has a shot clock, they'll do a 30 or 40-second shot clock, but the very first one after the break is a minute or, might be a little bit longer or whatever. I like that option. I like having that ability to take a few extra seconds, because right off the break, especially when it's open, it's not I made a solid, how do I run solids? It's I made a ball, what do I want to use? Or which of the sides do I want to shoot? How do I want to shoot it? Where's my starting ball? What's my pattern? 30 seconds is not much, and you don't want to necessarily waste your extension right off the bat. So I made the suggestion to him, like, look, you guys are new. You guys are looking for feedback. That would be the feedback, or that was the feedback I gave them. Let's just give us a little extra time off the break. I don't know. I'm still new. I'm still learning, but that's what I feel. So I've got a pretty good open table here. If I can just slow roll this 6 ball. Oh, no, why am I taking the 7? Why am I shooting the 7 bad? Let's start there. I should have been slow rolling that 6 ball, and then I had options from there, but, maybe even the 1, but I don't like shooting the 7 there. I really don't like the 7 when you're going to chunk it like I did. We got time clock. So you have to be aware of your surroundings, because that shot clock does come into it. So anytime somebody's in between the tables, just look at who's scoring and just tell them, stop the clock. And they stop the game clock, which also pauses the shot clock for that reason. Like you're not trying to get the advantage. You're not trying to restart the shot clock, because especially if you get down to 12, well, you better get going. When she moves out of the other area, you better get going. Oh, he must have just hooked himself on the 6 ball. But you know what? Great recovery shot, John. Yeah, how did he just hook himself? Nice little back cut. No, into the point. All right. Let's recover from that stupid 7 ball I just missed. It's not a bad way to do it. Try to draw back, open it up just a little. Didn't get enough on it. Didn't come back with enough force. So you know what? Let's just play safe. Kind of a 2-way. If it goes, cool. I got the 5. I can use the 1 as my out ball, whatever. But when you miss, there you go. I'm not a big fan of 2-ways, just for me. They never seem to go right. As soon as I think, okay, here's how I want to shoot it, but if I miss, if I even think of that phrase, like where am I going to leave the cue? Where's this ball going to go? I'm going to miss the shot. I don't ever make it in a 2-way situation. It's a mental game, guys, and it gets me. Oh, get in there. Oh, great try. Seriously, great try. All right, so now we're basically, guys, I'm sorry, I haven't been using this dot. So yeah, just going to hit that with a little stun, bring back. Got a little too straight on it, so we're going to just kind of pull back a little bit. Or actually, no, I had a little angle, so I could just stun it, give me a little gap. Shouldn't be using any spin on this one, just straight. It looks like I might have had a little bit of left, which that left threw it to the right. That's why I missed it. Hope you guys saw that. Ended up giving away the game. Dang it. So yeah, like I said, I'm definitely getting more comfortable. Oh, and actually, should point out, John there got his phone out, put it on the table, because there is a specific way that you have to rack the balls. Not what ball and what spot, but it is stripes in certain spots, solids in certain spots. And look at that safety break. Left me ugly. Yeah, there's a certain way you got to the rack it. Yes, a ball on the spot, but other than that, through the middle, there's like a little check mark that goes through it of stripes. Yes, you could flip mirror image it, fine, but you're supposed to rack a certain way. And yeah, he left me not a whole lot. Kind of a thin cut. Was a 6 diamonds away at an angle. Like, not a great shot. Not saying I left him great either. So now he's all kinds of overball. He's going to probably take stripes, which they both look fine except for that 15-13, which you're going to have to move at some point. Oof, don't leave yourself over a ball. Is he shooting the 12? Better be shooting that 14, brother. He was looking at his cue like that was a miscue, but his body language said that was just kind of a, a chunked shot. I don't know what that was. Oh my. Dude, what are you doing, man? Didn't I just say I was kind of getting some comfort in this and then I'm. Oh, no, I was playing safe. Yeah, we'll call that a safe. I mean, it did leave him bad. I give him that. Oh, that was creative. Back carom on it? Interesting. I don't hate it. Looks like I'm going to take that 3 ball into the side, just pull back a little bit, nice and easy. So now I can run forward on the 7. Leave myself to 6. Don't get too straight. I think I've got a bit of an angle. So probably just, am I pulling straight back? Yeah. So that was a little bit more draw. Now I've got the 1 ball as a good setup to come down and get the 4. I mean, ain't got anything else, dude. What are you looking at? So I'm playing as a stun. I think I was worried about over rolling it and like accidentally hitting the 8 in early or something. Doing something stupid. So now I can just take that 5 ball. It looks like I'm gonna just pull straight back. Oh god, miscued that. Problem is, like, I don't even know if that was a miscue or if I just short stroked it. Yeah, I think I just short stroked it. Could have miscued, I don't know, but it was a good way to mess that up. As I should have been out on this wreck. That is time wasted, and that could be a loss of game. Oh, John, don't do that. Yeah. All right, well, I got ball in hand, so we're going to start with the 5 just because it's going to be a little bit harder to shape. Run that into the other side. Basically, just going to stop shot, maybe punch a little off the side rail. Oh, don't resize the dot. Dang it. There we go. A little bit of top left. Go ahead and make that. Yeah, there we go. All right. So even though it is a different rack with the 8 on the spot, I'm still using my same break where I'm doing second ball break, hitting it with just a little bit of low left, like about a tip of each, about right there. It's only because I haven't really spent a lot of time practicing the break for this to know how much different is it really. So I'm asking the rule here first because, which it was stupid. I was asking like, can I graze the 13 but pot the solid? I know that question. Because I mean, Ultimate Pool had a video about that. You can't do dirty combo, can't carry them. Whatever you hit first is the ball you're supposed to be, the set you're supposed to be making. So I'm gonna take solids. Gotta shape that 4 ball, which I think that 4 is gonna be real tricky on me. Oh, never mind. I got the 1. I had a graphic in the way on my side. Could not see it. Terribly sorry, guys. That doesn't help. So yeah, we're just gonna stun. Oh, what did I do? What did I hit there? Man, I hit that. See, that would be some low right. Probably about like so. Because that stunned over the side rail and then spun beautifully. So now we're just going to kind of treat this as a stop shot. It might slide over a little from the angle, but that's fine. As long as you don't scratch. 8 ball corner pocket. And we got to get some fancy graphics going on. That's an Ultimate Pool USA break and run. Yes, sir. I like it. All right. John's turn to try to mimic it. Let's go, John. Woo, that 8 ball came out firing. Can't remember if I've explained this in my previous video, but 8 on the break is not a win. Scratch on the break is different, but an 8 on the break, it's automatic spots. If you make the 8 and something else, then you keep shooting. Because the 8, if you make the 8 and you spot the 8, because that was the only ball made, all 15 balls are still on the slate. Therefore, it does turn over to your opponent. So it's not something you can keep shooting. Which I get on one hand because, well, I made a ball, I should keep shooting. But on the other hand, all 15 balls are out. So it kind of makes sense both sides. And for the variety of things, I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. 8, if you scratch on the break, you make it in a pocket, that is. Oh, try to break it open. That was a good draw shot, too. 8 on the, or excuse me, scratch on the break. You shoot in, you got to put the cue ball in the kitchen. Now you can, look at this safe attempt, because I think you still see the 10. But yeah, you shoot in the kitchen, but you can still shoot at another ball in the kitchen. You just have to start there. If you break and launch the cue ball off the table, then it's true ball in hand anywhere. Oh, actually, you can see the 9 ball. Am I shooting at the 6 already? Why would I not shoot the 1 first? Oh, because you make it. Good little kiss off the 9 ball to keep the cue ball up. So now we're going to play safe where we're trying to bury it a little bit better. Move that 4 ball out to block the 10. I think on this one, I think the 3 ball moved and opened up to 12. And it did. Good shot. Good leave. Now he's open, guys. Like, I'm going to hit this pretty firm, try to stun it off the rail. Good shot. Ooh, maybe almost too much. Yeah, he got real square. So now you got to cheat the pocket, high left, try to get it off the rail. You don't need to elevate. That's not the answer, but see, and here's the thing. He needs to play a safe right here. Because, like, for where everything's at, hold on, let's just back up. Get where I can see everything. Unfortunately, he has to stand, like, right in the way, because I do have the 2 ball over here as well. So you got to remember the 2 ball is out south here. But if you treat this as like almost like a stun shot, like you have been, and bank that 15 up table, let that cue ball just slide over behind the 9, and then that 9 can be blocking everything, because with a 2 behind his head, the 1-4, and then the 3-5 over here, you've got that 9 ball can become real big. The only thing you have to be real cautious of is that you don't get that 15 too wide, hit the 8, and then something stupid happens. But regardless, a little bit of low left. I think that's like probably something like this. Just a little bit of left just to slide it. And he could have had a real good run, but a good save, excuse me. But instead he goes for the bank, which he would have had a shot on the 15. He would have left himself a real long shot on that 8, which I'm not necessarily a fan of. So I'm gonna go ahead and take the 1 ball. Now I've got a good bounce to come back up. Trying to draw low right. Oh my God, did you guys see that? Watch the hook on this thing. Like, that is low left. Oh. Oh, that was a good stroke. Even made the 3 or the 5 ball too. Holy cow. Put a good one on that. And then that terrible shot. Come on, man. Oh, that was such a. I clearly didn't have a good look at the three ball. I just hit that four ball way too hard. I need to let that sit back a little bit because even if you leave the cue ball long, that three's a gimme. So the only good news is the three stayed there and it does get in the way of his eight. So I'm gonna hit that. I'm gonna hit this 15 hard, hard right. Try to spin over and try to move that eight. But no, he's there's enough gap off the three. He's gonna try to pinch that behind the three and then get that rolling carom. And no, don't do a cue ball. Okay. Just got it. Great shot, John. Great shot. My break. All right. Below left, second ball break. Try to put some oomph on it. Not too much. Just try to get stuff moving. Clearly, 5 balls went north of the line, but dry. Wait for the other table to come by. Or to get moved by, excuse me. So he's going to take solids. I don't hate that. I'm not a fan of the way he hit that because now he's forcing himself a combo. Not like that's a bad thing, but I don't know. You don't, when you have that much gap between them, you shouldn't be forcing a combo. And even now, he's not even taking it. So now he's got to go back long, probably shooting that 4 ball. Okay, can he see between the 313 to get the 2, or is he hard back at the 5? Oh, he's shooting the 7 on the side, maybe. Good try. Just got a little long with it. So you will notice just because of the shot clock, when I'm not shooting, I am sitting or leaning on the chair, cue in hand, ready to go. I'm going to take every second I can at the table, which is silly because, I mean, clearly I'm a quick shot. Get off the 7. Just want to be able to see that 9, be able to pull back just a little bit so I can see the 11. I'm assuming I want more angle. Definitely have more angle now. Should be like high left. Okay, I went high right to go 2 rails. I'm playing this pattern really dumb. I don't like this at all. Pretty straight, but just give myself a quick look. I mean, gonna kick at it, but I still don't like this. And tied it up. Only gonna delay it. Let's back up. Let's talk right here. So the 15 has home in the top right, has the right middle, probably the left middle, should sneak by the 7 to low left. Like, it's got enough home. I think if I was going to do this again, I would probably go 11, kind of go 2 rails, give myself just a little angle, get the cue ball near the 1 diamond, like close to where that chalk is. That gives you an angle on the 2. Then you can take that, come back out, depending on your leave. You've got some angles, you got some options for the 15. You know, if you don't like where that 15 is, you really want to put it there, then I need to go ahead and take the 15 here. I don't like running it forward. Like, I would just do a stop shot. Not like this is much different, but okay, right here, soft shot this just enough to get it off the rail. Like I said, you're just trying to barely punch it, like stop. Like, I mean, you can almost hit that half as hard, because if you can get that cue ball up here, you're still within line of where it was. Now you take the 10 with some like straight right spin back out, and you've got this, everything solved. But I shot too fast, running around the table. I didn't play that correctly, because now I'm having to immediately go into recovery mode. And I understroke this only to overcut this. So, and not to mention, tied up the 10, my only ball. So now he's got a world of options for safe. And in a game where I'm tied 2-2 and I'm trying to get ahead, I played this dumb. Played this real bad. I mean, talk about some bad luck for John right there. Problem is that 10 ball, like, it really only has to bank because the 5's too close, and I just barely miss it. I had leave for the 8 in this low left. Like, could have and should have been out. What do you do? So now John just needs to take his time. I mean, 5.5 minutes. We got plenty of time to finish this rack and another. It's not like you're going to safety battle this one to the very end, but that was a smart save right there. Move some balls around, but leave me completely hooked. There is no jumping of any kind, even with your play cue. So you have to bank or kick everything. And oh, man, that was close. Oh, that was close. Again, could have made it with shape. So dang it. All right, John, clean this up. 5 balls, stop, or even a bit of pullback, you're fine. 6 to the right middle is a stop shot. 7 left middle, 8 right middle, and just zigzag back and forth. Even if you get out of shape on the 7, back cut the 7 to the left middle, still have the 8 here in low right. I only say that because it looks like he's got a bit of an angle here. I'd still be hitting this fairly soft. Yeah. I like the graphic where he gets under 5 minutes and starts kind of pulsing orange, just to let you know. Smart play, just nice and easy. Too many people try to take that high right, spin 3 rails for shape or something. Don't get too silly with it. Being a foot closer doesn't make this shot any more makeable. So good out, John. 3-2. That means it's kind of hard to see in the graphic here. If it was expanded, you could actually see right under the green extension. It tells you how many racks you've won. So we're 3-3, but I started -1. So I gotta get this one and hopefully another. Good, very good break. Look at all that 8-ball movement, man. Thing just launches on you. Yeah, I think I like stripes just a little bit better. I'd go ahead and take, I think that's the 15 right there. Oh, you gonna make it? Okay. I would go ahead and take the 10, leave yourself an angle on the 11. Go ahead and clean this up because the 8 isn't hard to come back to. Oh, don't get straight on it though. Brother. If you're going to go forward, you got to get enough bounce off the rail, give yourself an angle. Because now you could go into the 8. Okay. So I know John's going to watch this, and I hope he watches it all. Because there's shots like that where he just makes snap decisions of, I know I can make this, and I just want to get out here for my next balls without really shooting with an intention. He's just like, if I get out here, I'll be fine. And then he puts himself in bad spots because there are bad areas you don't want to be. So you have to kind of, what was that? Oh, wait. Ultimate pool rules. Ultimate pool. Slop counts. Even really bad shots count. God, that was terrible. But yeah, so I mean, that's one of the things I've learned from, I really don't like the way I'm hitting that. That's one thing I've learned from doing YouTube and even more so just recording and watching myself play is walk around the table, don't shoot a ball until you have somewhat of an idea of where that cue ball is supposed to go. Of course, we're all amateurs. We're all not that great at this game. I get that. So it's not going to do exactly what we want. But if you just kind of fire thinking out there, well, you're going to end up out there in a bad spot. If you think, I want to be roughly over here, and you start getting out of shape, you start missing your shape or whatnot. Well, now you'll start learning, okay, where I thought that cue ball was going to go didn't go there and it actually did do this. So it's just kind of a, oh, and he's running out of time here. Doesn't he want his extension? Just fires. So no, I mean, anyway, I think you guys kind of get what I'm saying. You're just trying to figure out, aim big, miss big, aim small, miss small kind of thing. Take the 5. Run it up table, just pull back. Getting real crunch on time, though. Don't get behind the 8. Like, I know I'm crunch on time, and I'm trying to get enough where I can maybe just a little one stroke, try to save that extra 2 seconds or whatever. Like, hell no, we're running this. It's my break. I want to get a 32-second break and run. So yeah, walk around the table a little bit, kind of get an idea of what it is you're trying to do. And when you put your ass into a break, don't scratch. So now John's got 22 seconds. He's like, which right there, we should have actually almost stopped the clock just because he didn't have the ball. And dude, you just wasted like 7 seconds. Because now he's like, okay, let's run. Brother, you already wasted like a dozen seconds. What are you doing? And you know what? 2, 1, game. Let him get one more shot off real quick. But you know what? So that's the thing right there with Ultimate Pool. Oh, the graphic went kind of back. Let's see if I can back up just a little bit. There we go. So we tied 3-3, even though I had an extra game. So what do you guys think? Are you guys enjoying this? Because I love it. And I don't know if it's just because it's just a different format, if it is just exciting. I think it brings kind of more of that sports mentality of clock management and whatnot. Just it adds so much more to it. I know a lot of people who are playing in this league and they're saying like they usually play a lot slower, but this is forcing them to make faster snap decisions. So it is speeding up their play. It's getting them to trust themselves a little bit more because they're, how many times you get down on a shot and then, oh God, wait, hold on. Is this really what I want to be doing? And you talk yourself out of things and all you're doing is wasting time and doing it. So this is forcing some people to, who are slow movers and they're picking up the pace. So I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. I hope you guys are enjoying this. Hope you guys get a league in your area. If you don't, let me know. I can get you in contact with the national director. He's based out of here in KC. Super good dude. Or actually, what was it? Leagues at ultimatepool.com, I think is what the email was. Reach out to him. Run the league yourself. Come on, man. You guys can do it. I mean, I would if I wasn't so far away. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoy the video. I've got another match coming for you here shortly. We're going to get into a different league, but I do have another Ultimate Pool coming very, very shortly. So I'll see you back shortly. Thanks, guys.